So Modern Warfare 2 is coming out, and today we're gonna be checking out the full story of Captain Price. Make sure to hit the subscribe bell. We're gonna get right into it, and we're gonna see whether it's facts or is cap. We're gonna check it out. If it's cap, we got the honk ready, and we're gonna get right into it.
First thing that we have to get out of the way right away is that the first 3 Modern Warfare games are not canon in the current Modern Warfare universe.
So that's a fact. That's a fact. We're starting off strong because, yep, the upcoming Modern Warfare 2 2022 game is actually going to be linked with Modern Warfare 2019, and they're going to forget about like the previous Modern Warfare games, the good ones, and yep, that's how they're going to do
this.
Right.
Fact.
What the hell kind of name is Soap, eh? How'd a Muppet like you pass selection?
Legendary lines. Yeah, that was Modern Warfare 3.
Just rest. Get a medic!
Damn.
With me, son.
That's Hollywood acting, though. And apparently, according to the Factsopedia out there, this is where most of the real men cried. Actual fact. Actual fact.
Oh no, 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 no! Soap! No, no, no!
This is where real men cried.
Now! Get off me!
Damn, man. There goes.
Anything like that has not actually happened in this universe for Modern Warfare, and with these versions of Captain Price, Gaz, Soap, things along those lines. So, where our story begins with Captain Price. So as far as Captain Price's news story goes, he was born in the year 1985, somewhere in the UK. When he turned 16, he then started
To this, I gotta say, I really don't know, man, if that's a fact or cap.
serving in the British Army and has done
We're gonna assume it's a fact.
so for over 21 years now. He graduated the Royal Military Academy as a commissioned officer and completed his Special Service Commando selection and was badged a member of the SAS.
Oh
Proving
my
his
God.
worth, he then went on to get specialized training in close quarters combat, sniper techniques, and hostage rescue. Now at that point, he wasn't yet Captain Price, but rather Lieutenant Price. And one of the coolest things about Modern Warfare 2019 is that we actually get to see Lieutenant Price in action in the year 2009.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's Modern Warfare 2019. And once again, it's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Who's Commander Karim?
I'm Karim.
I'm kidding.
Lieutenant John Price.
Yep, it's
Where
a
the
fact.
In there. Straight ahead.
Stay close.
This is where he didn't grew like a ball sack, right? Because yeah, low testosterone
This
moment
point,
right there.
Farah Karim was being held hostage by none other than Roman Barkov. At this point, she manages to get a signal out, and none other than Lieutenant John Price comes to her rescue. This is how they kind of interact at later days. They've already had contact at previous time. Now, after this, in the year 2011, Lieutenant Price is then awarded the term captain, and then we don't see him until the year 2019 in Piccadilly
Actual
Circus.
fact.
Now at this point, there are hostages being held in Piccadilly Circus, and you play as Kyle Garrick, aka.
And the thing that we know about this mission specifically is that, you know, in the beginning of Modern Warfare 2019, there are groups of people that I cannot name on YouTube. They were sitting in a van, getting ready to blow up, right? Apparently that was a playable mission, but Infinity Ward, because that mission was really gonna be controversial, they actually heard feedback from IGN employees and a bunch of other employees saying that it was kind of jarring. They ended up making that into a cutscene, and they made it so it was not playable, which is a little bit sad, but it'd be like that sometimes.
Gaz. Now at this point, you go into a building with Captain Price and you realize that someone is wearing an explosive vest. At this time, you try to save him alongside Captain Price, but he then makes the tough decision to save other lives over just one, putting his life in danger. Now at this point is when Kyle Garrick is taken under the wing of none other than Captain Price, and this is how the story moves forward.
And yep, I got no objection. This is apparently a fact. Once again, I just cannot believe it. I just gotta clap it up. Just cannot believe it. Facts after facts after facts. Goddamn. Yo, 2019 CGI was so good, bro. I cannot wait for Modern Warfare 2022 though. At least the campaign.
This shouldn't have happened in the first place, sir. They sent us in half-assed. So everyone can just keep pretending we're not at war.
Yeah, like the fucking century, that is.
Why have we got our hands tied? Let's just take the bloody gloves off and fight.
And according to my sources out there, apparently it's a fact. John Captain Price, he will get the gloves off.
Sir.
Go on.
We don't stand a chance in hell with these rules of engagement, Captain. They can tell us where, they can tell us when. Don't tell us how. My men were tracking that cell for weeks.
You had actual intel on this?
Quite a bit, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had some intel, but it wasn't like, you know, like they needed a little bit more. So I would say it's not cap, but I gotta honk the horn because I wanted to honk the horn.
You're with me.
And then they go, I believe,
Now, it is at this point where we get one of the coolest missions of Call of Duty of all time. Clean House, where Kyle Garrick goes alongside Captain Price and enters a building. They do so sneakily, and by the time they get to the end of the building, they find out who was behind the attack on Piccadilly Circus. None other than the Wolf. Now, it just so happens an old associate, Farah Karim, at this time has captured the Wolf. So they go to the embassy and go to interrogate the Wolf to see what is going on with this war that's going on. Needless to say, it's a very long mission, but by the end of it, Omar Solomon ends up escaping.
and that's a fact once again.
All clear.
He's gone.
Oh my god.
They breached the wall. Fucking hell. They got him, Captain. We will find him.
Hadir, get your team
Hadir.
to the crossroads. Bring everything.
And for the longest amount of time, it was Hadir, man. He was just that son of a gun. We just did not know, and that's why I said earlier, like, they didn't had all the intel. They needed more. They needed more. They needed more. But the story progresses. The story progresses. And
So at
Farah
this
is gonna
point,
come back
Alex,
in the
Farah,
next
and
game.
Hadir go after the Wolf, and when they try to stop him, things go wrong, and as we find out, Hadir isn't all of that he seemed. He launches a chemical attack, and Alex and Farah are in trouble. At this point, Captain Price ends up coming to their rescue, and then the hunt is on, but this time for Hadir. So at this point, Captain Price goes to his superior officer.
And that's a fact, okay? Facts, because Hadir, he goes rogue, and now we have to go after him, and we need to actually hold the brother down and tell him and spank him maybe, like, what the, why are you doing what you're doing, right? So for Hadir, I gotta honk the horn, because he shouldn't have been doing what he was doing.
Kate Laswell. And at this time, we see a conversation between the two where he has to hunt down Hadir, but needs to recruit some old comrades to do so. So with Kyle Garrick, aka Gaz, Captain Price, and Nikolai, they hunt down the Butcher, who is the Wolf's right-hand man. And then, well, they interrogate him.
I swear to you.
And that was not very good.
Young blood, you're too late to stop him. Go, Sergeant. Save some fucking Russians. General Barkov already be dead.
That was not very good.
He's going after Barkov. We're done with him. You take a minute.
Oh, goddamn.
The West will go to war. Guys, this is...
And it's a known fact here, Captain Price ended up taking his gloves off. It's a small detail. I know, crazy, but it's a small detail. Do not let your dogs out. But he did take his gloves off.
You know the drill.
Will do. Cruiser is yours. It will get you out of the city.
So at this point, we find out that Hadir has gone to Roman Barkov's compound to assassinate him, and essentially in doing so, if he does, will start the next world war. So Captain Price, alongside Kyle Garrick, go to stop him. And at this time, this is when Captain Price gives one of the darkest and most interesting speeches of the entire game.
Fact. We get dirty, so the world stay clean. I'm assuming.
For us.
What is there a difference?
Road's blocked. What's the plan?
Shock and all.
Yeah, shock and all.
What if they don't move?
And all.
This is where he goes gang style.
3 seconds.
There's plenty of time.
Yeah. So this is where he decides to go in gang style, and you know what? Sometimes you have to go in gang style.
Holy shit, Captain.
Nikolai saved our bacon.
What if they follow?
They won't.
So far, not that dark.
What the hell are we doing here?
We're cleaning up a mess.
With women and
They
children.
were leverage.
They were
When
hostages.
you take the gloves off, you get blood on your hands, Kyle. That's how it works.
Where do we draw the line, sir?
No lines.
You draw the line wherever you need it, Sergeant. End of the day, someone has to make the enemy scared of the dark.
Very dark, very dark.
We get dirty, and the world stays clean. That's the mission.
Actually, fact. So this is where he said that iconic line that we heard back in 2019 in the Modern Warfare 2019 reveal trailer, saying 2019 so people do not get confused.
Now,
You know what I'm
if you're
saying?
having second thoughts, then I can do this on my own.
No, sir. No second thoughts.
Good.
Maybe a third thought, I'm assuming.
Before he kills Barkov.
And here we go.
So I
Gonna
left that
go
in
after
because it's one of my
Barkov.
favorite speeches, but after this, the rest of the game is pretty straightforward. You go to Barkov's compound, you stop Hadir. Hadir is then held captive by the Russians. At this point, you find out that Roman Barkov is making chlorine gas at a facility, and then you go to that facility with pretty much all of what we're going to call Task Force 141, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now you go to the gas facility, and at this time, Farah Karim ends up stopping Roman Barkov. At the same time, Alex blows up the gas facility, and all problems are solved. Right? Well, the story doesn't
Not
end
really.
there. As it turns out, because of what happened here, there was essentially a power vacuum, and a new bad guy tries to take over Russia. His name is none other than a name that you may recognize, but Khalid al-Assad. So, what does
Fact.
Captain Price do? He has an answer for this, once again bringing it to Kate Laswell.
Enjoy the tea then.
And this is where he will actually announce the fact that he's getting his team together. He throws a bunch of names out there, and Ghost is one of them. And apparently in the upcoming Modern Warfare 2 2022 that we're going to be getting this year, we're going to be seeing the homie Ghost back. It might not be the same mask. It's going to be a little bit different. He might be lacking testosterone this time, but he's surely coming back, okay?
Zakhaev wants Barkov's throne.
I almost buried him in Pripyat with Macmillan.
That was the father. This is the son, Victor.
Victor.
Lovely family.
They're big fans of Hadir's.
Well, that would explain why he's still alive.
They're gonna get him out.
Then give me what I need.
And this is where he gets the file. He opens it, start throwing names, start going in like, we gonna do this.
Sergeant Garrick.
Kyle?
Fact.
They call him Gaz. He never said anything. John
Soap?
Tavish. SAS. Sniper. Demolitions. Goes by Soap.
Why?
It's classified.
So this is where they start to link with, like, you know, in the original Modern Warfare game, they say that what kind of name is Soap, right? It's a link with that, but not entirely, because obviously here, he doesn't say anything that he said back in the original Call of Duty 4, the one that came out, I believe, in 2008, but there is no correlation. It's just like a nice little nug for the people that are familiar with it, but it's not entirely linked with it.
There he is. Simon Riley.
Ghost. No picture.
There's no picture.
Never. Now the rest. That's neat to know. Unless we got a deal.
And we do have a deal.
What are you calling this task force?
141.
141.
So apparently, damn, he did not say 141. He just said 141. Task Force 141.
Could go through what happens in all of the seasons after the end of Modern
Sounds more
Warfare.
cooler
But
that way.
essentially, what you need to know is that there is this big battle, and throughout it, Captain Price is putting together Task Force 141, putting together characters like Nikolai, Farah, Ghost, Alex even comes back. By the very end, there's this entire task force. And at the very end, he manages to end up taking down the Zakhaevs, and in doing so, stops them from launching nukes. Now,
and the story was actually connected with Call of Duty Warzone, with the seasons and whatnot. At least the actual cutscenes were linked with it.
now, at this time is when we fully see Task Force 141 put together, when we hear the name of the final character, Soap McTavish.
Yeah, Soap came back, and he was looking like that he needed more. He needed like more protein. He needed like, maybe he should have ate like some chicken before coming in, because the character model in Modern Warfare 2019 of Soap, he was lacking testosterone, big time. I'm not capping, big time. So I really hope that they maybe beef the homie up in the upcoming Modern Warfare game up, maybe make him look like that he was eating chicken and getting those protein bars. Smash the like button if you agree.
Not by a long shot.
McTavish to actual.
So, what's your position?
Half a click off the coast. Things are really heating up out here.
Hold tight. We're moving your way. On me.
Oh my. Oh goddamn. And this is where they jump and the train goes boom. And now we're waiting patiently for Modern Warfare 2019. But click on this video on the screen. We are here in about 7 minutes of Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. We got PS5 and Xbox live streams happening. And I'll see you there.